So Rex's case is that in the Pokemon world, there are a lot of points in like the show, especially and in the games and stuff, where they're like, "Wow, we really aren't so different from Pokemon," where it's like teaching kids a lesson about how they're connected with nature and stuff. And that technically the lore is that there is a Pokemon who is God and created all life and created all Pokemon and also humans. And also that Mew is the common ancestor of all life, and that therefore biologically Pokemon are, or humans are Pokemon. And that this is like a kind of philosophical point that is made at several points throughout. My position is that within the Pokemon world, all Pokemon share certain traits that, with very minor exceptions, such as like Meowth or whatever, who can talk, all Pokemon say their names and have like elemental alignments and lay eggs and like can Pokevolve. And that this is like universally true of Pokemon, and humans are the only species in the Pokemon universe that this is not true of. And that humans are able to do things in the Pokemon world that no Pokemons can do. And so, despite common ancestry, I just think like descriptively, as a descriptivist and not a prescriptivist, I think that...
But there are normal animals in the Pokemon universe, right?
Well, isn't that one of the things that's like... Like, I think technically in the games there aren't. Like, I think it's the kind of thing where, like, I think technically there aren't, but I think in the anime there were a lot of moments where they would just, like, animate birds in the background or something, because they wanted to have those things.
As an impartial arbiter, I think in the early years of the anime they were more likely to animate non-Pokemon animals in the environment, and then they just stopped doing that.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I think that is true.
However, I will say that there are non-Pokemon trees, grass, bushes, and so forth.
That is true. That is true. I guess, like, you know, animal life, you know? But... So basically, the core of the argument is about whether we are giving more credence to the kind of philosophical point when they're like, wow, humans are Pokemon, kind of. Or that, you know, they were created from the same deity or genetic origin. But to me, I think that what is more important when we consider, like, evaluating the world scientifically is, rather than approaching it prescriptively based on the idea of a Pokemon as something that's created by this god or whatever, it is describing the world descriptively and saying, like, if humans lived in a world where every other animal was a reptile, we would say that all the reptiles are animals, but humans are not reptiles, you know? Just based, like, I just think that there is enough of a difference in, like, otherwise universal traits that are true about Pokemon and not humans, and vice versa, that I think that we have to consider them different, like, species. So, this is I've said this very calmly, but this is the argument that can tear us asunder.
Yeah, the back and forth can get quite intense.
It really it is so funny.
It's quite something.